Hey everyone, today we are joined by a star of professional wrestling. He's been involved in the industry for over 20 years now, known for his time in various promotions, including WWE's Florida Championship Wrestling in NXT, TNA Wrestling, aka Impact Wrestling, aka TNA Wrestling again, the National Wrestling Alliance, and beyond. He's been known as Kenneth Cameron, Bram, and of course, Thom Latimer. Tom, sir, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ken. Hell of an intro. And 20 years, ugh, it's long. Yeah, it's a long time, mate.
That's one of those things where it's like a point of pride, but it also might be a bit of a gut punch, you know.
Yeah,
Once
it's been about 5 years.
Fantastic. But you've done so much. I'm so excited to talk with you. You've actually come up on the channel quite a few times, and people always have really positive things to say. Tim Storm, especially, he was gushing about you in the past, and
Yeah, I love Tim. He's still got me beat on. I saw him 2 nights ago, and he's still got me beat on the tan. I'll never beat Tim. I've just come to that realization that he'll always be browner than me.
Hey, never give up. You never know. You might be able to pull it off.
Maybe one day.
I want to get into the beginning of your career and everything like that. But before we do, I want to hit plugs. And then once we cover plugs, there's a specific thing I want to talk about because you're doing something really exciting. But first, where can people check you out?
Instagram, Thomas _ Latimer _ Twitter, same thing, Thomas _ Latimer _ and then obviously on the CW app now, and soon in St. Augustine, Florida at Hatchet Pro Wrestling, the wrestling school. I'll be there several days a week. And then other than that, as of right now, I might be joining a brand called Millions, and you should be able to find me on the Millions homepage as well. But
awesome.
That is yet to be.
Okay,
so just Instagram, Twitter, and the wrestling school. That's why you'll see me. Oh, and the CW app.
We will have links in the description of every video, the clips, and the full interview with all of your, the Instagram, the Twitter, and everything. So people make sure to follow, make sure to show some support because he's nice enough to come onto the channel and talk about his career. So show that support back to him, please. Now, you talked about something so exciting, Hatchet Pro Wrestling. Now, this is a new wrestling school with yourself, Jon Davis, and WWE's Dexter Lumis, aka Sam Shaw. Can you please talk all about it, training in general? Because, again, we just talked about your experience in wrestling. The fact that you have so much is a great opportunity for people to learn from you.
Yeah, thanks, Ken. Yeah, it opens on the 23rd of this month. We're going to be doing, at least for now, 8-week courses. You come in, you get the full works for the 8 weeks, and then after that amount of time, if you want to stay on and continue and go further and advance, then you can, or you can go elsewhere like a lot of people do and go to other schools and other places and learn. But it's definitely for your beginner or your newbie or someone that's sort of relatively new to the business. And of course, we're going to change down the road when it comes to how it's going to be ran. This is how we're going to try it for a period of time, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we'll do something else. But you've got myself there, and I've been sort of involved in training and helping run wrestling schools for the last sort of 5 or 6 years. You got Sam, Dexter Lumis, obviously with WWE now. Say no more. And then Jon Davis, and Jon's a guy that's sort of been really big on the independents from Dragon Gate, Evolve, FIP, things like that. And so we think that we've got a winning formula when it comes to 3 guys that, in a roundabout way, bring something sort of different. We've all been trained and taught and learned the job differently. And we've all got, assets of, being in different places, different promotions, learn from different people. So we do think that we can be a good triple threat team when it comes to being able to teach the new generation about the job. And for me, anyway, it's something that I didn't realize that I would actually really enjoy. I didn't think it would be something that I would even do, to be honest. But as of, spending the last sort of 5 years doing it, it's very rewarding. And also I think that me coming, towards the back end of my career, I think that anyone that's been in the job for a long time and done some things, I think if you don't give back in whatever degree, it's a waste. All those lessons and things and trials and tribulations that I've gone through, they should be passed on. All the people that have spent all that time on me, I should be able to then give back and do that to the next generation. So, it's definitely exciting, and I'm looking forward to getting the ball rolling on the school. We're in, like I said, St. Augustine, Florida, which is just down the road. Should I say up there? I think it's down the road from Jacksonville, and I feel like it's a great place. It's pretty untapped. I don't think there's any other wrestling schools there. I don't think there's any real wrestling there, to be honest. So I'm excited to see how that landscape looks, down the line. We've got 2 rings in there too, something that I never had when I was breaking into the business. I would have walked over broken glass to have gotten a wrestling ring. I had to learn on mats on a concrete floor, but you learn quick when you're bumping on those things. 2 rings, it's a nice facility. It's going to be exciting. So, like you said, the description and the links and all that will be on there. But if you're in the St. Augustine, Jacksonville, or Florida area in general, and you want to come learn off the 3 of us, this is the place to go.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And guys, check it out. We have a lot of, aspiring wrestlers or young wrestlers who check out the channel. So this is a great way for you to learn from people who, like you said, been there, have done that, and basically every level of professional wrestling. So
yeah, thanks, Cam.